Hey guys, this is Vesper and Guile. Welcome back to another commentary. This time we're doing Pepeday versus Dieminion.
Yep.
So first off, what the hell is Pepeday doing overseas?
He got sponsored by R Kappa from Reddit to go to the Fall Classic, which is actually a Capcom Pro Tour qualifier as well.
And if you guys don't know, he's an amazing El-Fuerte player. And
came out of nowhere too. Like the area he's from in Japan is kind of like unknown. Like it's a very small town. It's not very well known for their players. And then this guy just shows up at Tokyo Game Show and wins the TGS qualifier for EVO. So he's gonna be at EVO.
And then of course we have Dieminion, huge favorite for a lot of people, and he's an amazing Guile player, probably the best Guile player in the US.
Yeah,
if not the only player. Really good though. Okay, so let's talk about ultras. So, what is Pepeday using?
Pepeday uses Ultra 2 in this matchup, but really, like, both ultras are really good for Fuerte.
That's the slide ultra, right?
Yeah, that's
what's the startup on that guy? Because that ultra is so fast, and I remember in the Super Street Fighter 4, that thing was just madness. You could just throw it out and just it will land like every time. It hits low too, right?
I think it's just a grab, isn't it? No.
But Ultra 1...
No, it's not a grab because you can block it, yeah.
Yeah, but Ultra 1 with El-Fuerte basically is really good as an anti-air, even though it's like a jumping attack, but it is a grab.
Yeah, both are good for anti-airs though, because you'll see Fuerte players set up that situation where they want to jump and then they just pull Ultra.
Mm-hmm. And then Dieminion will be using Ultra 2, Sonic Hurricane, and I don't know, is Ultra 1 good with Guile?
No.
Like, it's still not good, hey?
They nerfed it.
It's got a pretty slow startup, and
I think in the...
It could at least use an anti-air.
I think in the arcade, like when Ultra first came on arcade, they made it like auto-correct. But then it was like too good or something.
Yeah, it was madness.
And then they took it... But like, in compensation for the auto-correct, they toned the damage down. Then I think in the next patch, they removed the auto-correct or whatever, but didn't reverse the damage nerf. I could be wrong on that, but it seemed like they just made that Ultra useless.
So anyways, yeah, so he's using Ultra 2, and basically you can combo into it after a flash kick FADC. You won't get all the hits, the juggle hits, but it's still like an option. And it's good for chipping too, the Ultra 2, but basically it's just, you know, you won't really have a choice with Guile pretty much. You're pretty much stuck with it. Okay, let's get started, but actually, before we even begin this, I have to say this right now, Guile, that the only thing I know about El-Fuerte, and I really mean the only thing I know about this character, is that his name means the straw. It's the only thing I know. And I do know another thing. He's a good cook, apparently.
Yes.
That's it. So you're gonna have to help me out here on what's going on.
So like right away, El-Fuerte is just gonna be kind of all over, like trying to utilize his mobility options, and
like this is the first big change with El-Fuerte. Is the
buff on Quesadilla Bomb. So they reduced the charge time on all his Quesadilla Bombs, so he can actually use it more frequently. So I think level 1 is like 2 seconds now, and then level 3 is...
so you have to hold down a kick button for it?
Yeah, you hold down a single kick button to charge the Quesadilla Bomb, and then after 2 seconds he's got a level 1 available. And then level 2, level 3, the longer that you hold it down for. If you want the EX version, you have to release two kick buttons at the same time. So if you, like, basically you can charge all 3 at once, and you can release each one separately. But if you want an EX version, you release 2 at the same time.
Unless you macro a bunch of buttons like Daigo. But hey, what about is he more minus on block on the bigger charges?
No, it's all minus 17 according to the Brady guide.
That's pretty huge, but he does bounce back though. He's not right next to you.
Yeah, but like a lot of characters can punish it for free.
Yeah.
So this is kind of like the game plan for Fuertes. He needs to utilize his specials to create that mix-up.
Okay, what just happened? Why is this over already?
You got destroyed. You got caught by El-Fuerte's mix-ups. So like, El-Fuerte's mix-ups revolve around the guessing game off of his run, because once he's running, he can cancel the run into a couple special moves. One is the Tostada Press, which is like a body splash. And depending on the timing of it, it can cross up or not cross up. And then afterwards it causes a knockdown and it kind of forces that guessing game. The other option he has is Tortilla, which is a grab, command grab. And it causes a knockdown and then you're back in that guessing game. So, like, Fuerte's game plan is to constantly run and be in this running state so that he can cancel into one of these other specials and then go from there, like cause this 50-50 mix-up, like the Vortex game. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage, so that's kind of why Fuerte was considered low tier in previous versions of SF4. It's just that the amount of right guesses he needs to make off of his mix-ups doesn't really justify like his placement or his use. So like the various buffs he's got, the system mechanic changes, the nerfs that other characters got, Fuerte's gotten a lot better in this version of Street Fighter 4. And like Pepeday is just amazing. Like he plays a very different Fuerte, like very patient, looks for his opportunities, and really capitalizes on that quesadilla bomb buff.
And basically, like, all of his mix-ups, like, he's not using his normal attacks, they're all, like, special moves. And if he successfully lands one, yes, it does not do a lot of damage, but it puts him right back in that same situation. And he's such a mobile character.
Yeah.
Like, his neutral game, he's just so mobile, so he can really pick and choose. And what's this anti-air? The EX anti-air?
The guacamole. So he's got the...
He can literally, like, react on it and catch you in the air, too.
But he's got... His Crouch Fierce is also good for...
Whoa, I had to hear. You know, this is funny, because... Okay, Dieminion, he goes for this setup. He loves to do this setup a lot. Let's talk about this close roundhouse here.
So this was one of the buffs he got. I think... I'm not sure if it was in Super. Probably not Super. It was like Arcade Edition, right? Or maybe 2012. One of the buffs that Guile got in the previous version of SF4 was that his close forward or back roundhouse, like this move right here, is lower body invincible.
A lot of people think this is a high profile attack, but it's not.
So a lot of Guile players, after the buff, they started incorporating this move into their game plan, which was do this move, it beats throws, it also beats like low crouch techs, or even lows, and then on counter hit, they can combo afterwards.
Yeah, so it's one of Guile's most damaging setups for sure. It's really, really good. And what happens here though is that he lands it, but he misses his link, and Pepeday was mashing the Ultra the entire time. This is kind of fun. It's kind of like a little paradox here, where like if an average player did this, it'd be considered scrubby. But if a pro player did this, then it's just genius. Because it's like, you could say, oh, Pepeday knows that this is a difficult link for Guile to do, and therefore, there's a high chance of him dropping it. But you know, you see this stuff all the time, like, back when Akuma had that semi-infinite with the forward roundhouse, people used to mash all the time. Because it's a high chance of dropping, right?
Well, they were all one frame. Like the stand roundhouse into stand jab was a one frame.
And if you guys look at the life bars, like look at the risk here. You know what I mean?
Like yeah, he doesn't really have much to lose for trying this Ultra, except for the round. But I mean, didn't really matter. But he lands the Ultra, and this is gonna do so much damage. Like oh my god.
Yeah.
So yeah, like, and the thing about Fuerte's mix-up game is like it can counter the the flash kick, or cause it to whiff, and then gives him that punish opportunity.
Like look how much mix-up just happened in this first few seconds. Like first he slides, cross up, and then a throw. Like just so fast. But back then to the Ultra, like I said, like he had such low life and Dieminion had such high life, and it's just you raise like risk basically. You maximize risk. You know, the chances of him coming back were just so low, and just going for that Ultra, just I don't know. It was good. It looked scrubby, but it made sense. I think Dieminion's going back to the character screen. He's pondering.
a common tactic nowadays is to take that breather, try to rethink your game plan. Like, where did I go wrong? Just gotta rethink. That ended so quickly. So yeah, so Dieminion's been going for like anticipatory air throws, and they haven't been really successful, and Pepeday's kind of been punishing him. Like, right away in game 1, that's what happened.
Like, Guile's like usual game plan is just to zone you out and make, force you to make mistakes, but like, the thing is that it's just, El-Fuerte is just so mobile that it's more like a survival for Guile. Because look, he's trying to gain that space, but he just can't because of the run.
Like, he can always, he just gets out of those ranges, and he just gives no, like, Guile needs to charge, but it's so risky for him to just sit back and charge when Fuerte is such a mobile character, and he's so explosive with his mix-up game. But this combo, man.
Oh, wow. Nice. Well, there's something I want to go back here to. The classic Guile slide. Guile's trip is... there's always a huge opening on that second hit, and, not like, it's really common for people to know that you can focus right through, but he uses the EX run. That was the EX run, wasn't it?
Yeah, EX run. It has like 2 points of armor, 2 or 4 points of armor, and then he cancels it into the crouch forward.
Yeah, like Guile can't cancel the second hit of his trip.
He's completely committed.
So yeah, once he did it, it was just, a nice punish.
But that was a really good focus.
Max damage.
That combo's pretty tough.
It is pretty tough because Guile has to charge for that ultra, and basically he had to. You have to hold down the ultra after the flash kick. So basically, he does flash kick. Now during this time he's holding the charge, right? So he has to hold the charge down, but he's not close enough to land the ultra on the juggle. So he has to dash forward and then input the ultra really quickly so he doesn't lose the charge. But the thing is that he can't dash right away because then El-Fuerte will be too high. So he has to charge during this time and wait for El-Fuerte to get much lower and then dash forward and then input the ultra. So yes, it is pretty difficult. That was really nice. Even Pepeday's like, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, using that EX run to absorb those fireballs.
Like, so those Q-bombs look unsafe, but like, is he taking risks? Like,
yes, there is some risk reward to it. I mean, the hitbox on Q-bombs are pretty big, and like apparently he uses roundhouse to charge his Q-bombs, and then if he wants the EX, he holds short.
Again, that setup is just so good. Like when you get knocked down with Guile, you want to go for this almost every time. Like it's so consistent.
A really good answer from Dieminion after that quick loss in game 1. Just answers back really quickly. Ties it 1-1. You can tell Dieminion's a little bit nervous there. See, he goes for that gamble with that air throw, like that anticipatory air throw against Fuerte's options, but he gets punished for it. And the Q-bomb does a lot of damage, actually.
Like this match is really hectic. Like it's really hard for like both players to play their game basically, and it's just like I said, it's like survival for Guile, and he basically has to guess. Man, that Q-bomb just does so much damage.
Yeah, and then the EX is fully invincible. Ooh! Okay. So he does the dash. I think that was propeller. Yeah. And then that was precision, because he knew he was baiting the flash kick, and then he purposely did that to put him at the exact range where flash kick would whiff, and then he gets the full punish with the Ultra 2. Right? And then flash kick, whiff, just like so precise. Oh, almost hits him, but not quite. And then Ultra 2 right away.
That was nice.
That's gonna kill. Like that, all of Fuerte's ultras do so much damage, but he doesn't get an opportunity to combo into them, so. like Dieminion is just struggling to find that spacing where he can just play the game that he wants to with Guile. Like, so like where he can
Damn,
throw
that
booms and
crouching fierce is so fast for Guile. Just like so fast.
Yeah, because he had enough time, like immediately after the sonic boom. Because he's
like
already jumping.
it's a combination of like just the insane recovery of the sonic boom and then just the startup of crouching fierce is just such a good anti-air. Like it's so deceiving. It looks like Guile's vulnerable, but he's not.
He gets caught by the tortilla, and then the mix-up happens. And like it beat the flash kick there too, even though he corrected it.
Yeah, he could go for a throw or he can hit on both sides, and it's just so quick.
But he's just getting caught. Oh, gets hit by the jump fierce. Overhead dizzy, and red focus for the extra damage, and then that's it.
Yeah, and that's like a new thing now with Ultra, is that just the red focus attack is like one of the best like single damaging attacks in the game, and it's just really good for, especially for punishing dizzy opponents. Damn, that was a hard match to commentate, man. It was just so crazy.
It's really hard to commentate on El-Fuerte because he's just all over the place, and like to try to break it down as things are going, it's tough.
Like, what do you guys think about El-Fuerte? Like, let us know in the comments, because like, is the character just too crazy now, or is just Pepeday is just too nuts? Like, where does he live?
I'm not sure which city in Japan he lives, but from what I recall, it's not it's a small town.
Yeah, so it's definitely not common. But man, yeah, he's a fun player to watch for sure.
And remember, he's going to be at EVO, so it'll be interesting to see how well he does there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's going to be awesome.
Because he gets, the winning TGS gets him a free flight to EVO.
Oh, okay.
Or like a free trip to EVO.
That's cool. That's cool. Alright guys, yeah, that was a much shorter match than last time. But we'll see you guys next time.